Sanavatu Sarvabhunatu Sarviyam Karvavai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvishavai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Samasta Jana Kalyane Nivedatam Karunamayam Namami Chinmayam Devam Sadgurum Brahma Vidvaram. Okay, so welcome to the Char Dham Sadhana camp. 84 of you will be coming together in this camp. So the purpose of this camp, from our standpoint, we have written it down here. It's an adhyatmic yatra, so a spiritual sadhana for self-unfoldment. Why do we do Char Dham? So there are two Char Dhams in this country. One is the Char Dham of India. So that is Badrinath in the north, then Dwarka in the west, then Rameshwaram in the south, and Puri in the east. That's called Char Dham of India. And then there is the Chota Char Dham, which is the Char Dham of Uttarakhand, which is what we are going to do. Badrinath, Kedarnath, Gangotri, and Yamunotri. So any yatra is taken up mainly for training our senses, our body to seek the Lord. So we walk, we do upvas, we do various vratas. So it's a sadhana to tune up the body, mind, intellect, and then there is a specific goal that this is where we have to reach. So all of us are going there together. So it helps in unfoldment of the individual. And through the whole journey, one is remembering the Lord, taking the name of the Lord, bhajan, kirtan, surrender happens. So basically, mind becomes purified. Those who have faith, they always say that when we do these yatras and especially Char Dham, etc., a lot of our sins get destroyed. Sins get destroyed meaning the false identification that we have with the body, our negative tendencies, our any weaknesses, our comfort zone where we are stuck. We overcome all this. And ultimately the purpose is that self-knowledge. Each of the dham literally means an abode, where we find ultimate peace and happiness. Each of these dhams are abodes of peace and happiness because the Lord Himself is there in different forms there. So the bhav is that. So it is not done with a bhav of just trekking or going to some place and sightseeing. The bhav is that it's a spiritual sadhana. First aspect. Second aspect is the Himalayas are the most glorious place in our country. So much of peace, so much of penance, tapas that masters have done there. To be in those environments is a great blessing. To be amidst the Himalayas, to be amidst the Gangaji and Yamunaji, all these great places where we are going to visit. You know, Tapon Maharaj was the Guru of Swami Chinmaya. He was from Kerala. But when he went to the Himalayas, once he went and settled there, he never came down below Rishikesh. Rishikesh, Uttarkashi, Gangotri. And he has travelled on foot most of these other places. All the dhams and Kailash Yatra and everything. So it's a very great place, and to explore, it's the very source of our culture also. So we are going there for that purpose. To understand the history, to understand the culture, to understand what is spiritual sadhana, how to go deep. So that is the second purpose. Third is definitely travel makes us independent, makes us learn many things. Is there anybody who has never traveled to these places, to the Himalayas anywhere? You have never been to the Himalayas? Okay. Good. Straight away you are going from China. Okay. Overcoming fear and other complexes, building willpower, because when we start the trek, then we will understand that. One trek is 5 kilometers, one trek is 14 kilometers, and they are higher altitudes. Sometimes the oxygen is less. So the mind is irritable also. On things which we cannot imagine, we will start snapping at somebody. It's a sadhana that we need to do to keep the mind calm and quiet, and also bodily prepare ourselves from now to walk. So it's one way to keep oneself fit also, that okay, if I have to do Char Dham, that is a goal now. So from now, start preparing for it. And on that day, no matter what happens, you may feel like giving up. And at every turn, you may ask how long, and we say just that moment. Just that. And it will look also, it is there only. But when you go there, it again looks arranged. But it's a good strength test of willpower, test of one's persistence. That if I set a goal in the mind, I must achieve that, come what may, with determination. So these qualities one gets: determination, perseverance, consistent preparation, developing willpower, the ability not to give up, all that. And come out of the comfort zones. Not everywhere we will have all kinds of facilities which we are generally used to when we stay in the city. How to adjust, how to learn, overcome likes and dislikes, accept what comes our way. Nowadays it has become so easy, we go all the way. Only 2 dhams we have to trek. Other 2 dhams, all the way it goes till the vehicle goes there. When Gurudev, Tapan Maharaj and earlier the people used to go, they had to walk up everything. There were no roads, there are Pagdandi. Pagdandi means when you are walking on the mountain, the path will get formed. Using that, so they used to call all their relatives, meet all the relatives, tell them the last goodbye, everything, and go, because they don't know whether they will come back or not, what will happen on the way. They pass through forests, they pass through dangerous terrains. Nowadays it's very easy. But still, we must go there in the attitude of a sadhak, and as much sadhana that we can do. So learn to accept whatever comes. They used to not even carry, how much food can you carry? You have to walk for so many days. They are asking bhiksha on the way, and that's a sadhana by itself. To go and ask, please give me some food. Not that way. So that was the bhav in which the sadhana was done earlier. So we will go in that attitude. And along the way, we will have satsang on various texts. So the purpose is not just to visit the places. Wherever possible, we will gather together, have satsang, bhajan, kirtan, question answers. We will study specific texts also. So the duration all of us know is 26th May to 6th June. On 6th June specifically we are doing Divi Darshan. If anybody feels that they don't want to do, they don't want to be, you must have seen Delhi earlier, and you want to come back earlier, then that's your choice. 5th night, late night, we will come back to Delhi. So that is the duration. What are we going to do here? First thing, we will need a medical certificate from your doctor, irrespective of whatever is your age, that you can do this yatra. And please do your lipid profile, BP, cholesterol, triglyceride, all that, and give it to us. And this document will be sent to you also. That's been recorded.
Yeah, yes.
So we will put this up on the video on the YouTube, so you can. So yes, the certificate from your doctor. And if the doctor says you can't go, please don't come. Don't give me false certificate, because you see what happens there on the trek is dangerous afterwards. So get your stress test done, lipid profile done, all that, so that we are also clear, everybody is clear that if at all any precautions are there, whatever your doctor says, you please come and tell us. And there will also be a declaration form. So one declaration form saying that you are coming by your will and your family knows about it and you take full responsibility for whatever happens. One small form will be there. So both these, so you have to give us the medical certificate with lipid profile, stress test and all that, and then this one we will send to you a declaration form, sign it and submit it back. What is the preparation to be done from now? Because as we said, it's a sadhana camp. This is a suggested preparation. As much as you are able to do, please do. That will benefit all of us. First is learn to sleep early and wake up early. If you are doing that, excellent. If you are not doing, please start. Because most of the days we will travel early. We will leave early in the morning and we will travel. Either we will travel or we will trek. So 5:30 we will have to wake up, and sometimes we may even start our journey by 5:30. So we have to wake up much earlier. So sleep early, wake up early. In general also it is very good for the body. Generally our lifestyle in the city is Nishachar lifestyle. Ya Nisha Sarva Bhutanam Tasyam Jagrati Sanyam. When everybody is asleep, we are awake. When everybody is awake, we are asleep. Generally that happens. Actually there is a description of a man of realization in the Gita. But we are living it literally. When people are asleep, that time we are sitting and doing work. When people are awake, that time we are going to sleep. So first part of sadhana is, when we say that why should we wake up in Brahma Muhurta? So always one reason given is that rishis get up early in the morning and they are sitting in the Himalayas and they are meditating. Now we have a chance to be in the Himalayas, in that very environment where they are meditating. So it is a good practice to start from now. Second, let us start walking every day, minimum 30 minutes. Put on your shoes and walk, and preferably do not put music and talking to somebody. Walk with single pointed focus. If you want to chant a mantra, you can chant your mantra. But walk briskly. Slowly pick up pace, walk briskly, and half an hour minimum, and then slowly you can increase by climbing the stairs a few steps, a few floors. That will build the stamina. Or you can walk on an incline, whether in a gym or in any other normal road where there is an incline up. Because when we go to these places, especially these two treks, there will be inclines. Some inclines will be steep, some places the gradient will not be very steep, it will be a little more flat and again become steep. So we must learn to walk. As much as we can trek, we should try and trek. You can take along a pony or a dolly if it is available there, if you feel that you may or may not be able to come back. Few people can even share if you like, that is your choice. And first thing I would suggest here is, we are going for a 4 Dham Yatra. All of us must complete all the 4 dhams. Don't say that, no, this dham I am not coming. Because the idea is to complete 4 dham. Even if you feel that you are not able to walk, take some other means and go on. But we must complete 4 dham. That is our sankalp. And sankalp we must fulfill. Do japa of any mantra, minimum 1 or 10 times. Whichever mantra, if you have an Ishta mantra or if you have Gayatri mantra or any mantra, do the japa, it helps a lot. And especially when we walk, the mantra comes very naturally to us. It helps in keeping the mind steady. Otherwise the mind can get all types of thoughts and weakness comes in, and then we want to give up, all that can happen. Fourth, these 2 books, Wandering in the Himalayas by Sri Swami Tapovanam and My Trek through Uttarakhand by Swami Chinmaya. These are 2 books written by them when they have gone to these yatras. Beautiful descriptions are there, plus wonderful philosophy is there. You can start reading these books. In and through our yatra, we will also take selections from these books and have satsang on these. And if you have time, you can also read Ishwar Darshan. That's the autobiography of Swami Tapovanam Maharaj. These 3 books are very beautiful, very inspiring. And how much is there to learn from this, so that when we go there, those are the things that we will be able to see actually. Some of the descriptions are wonderful. So you can also do your research and understand the significance of all the 4 dhams. And if you have any questions, note them. We will have satsang when we meet, we can interact on those. Whenever whenever we go for a Tirtha Yatra, we drop some negative tendency and we come back purified. So identify any of them, and if you want to drop, let us say you see that I want to drop being very irritable or being impatient or being lazy or anything, whichever. That is how we start working from now, and when we go there, we invoke the grace of the Lord, blessings of Mother Ganga or Yamuna, and then we take a dip and we say that I let go of this. It could be any regret also. Negative feeling that I have been harboring for a long time. I should just let go and come back purified. And be prepared mentally for hectic travel. Every day almost we will travel minimum 5 to 8 hours, minimum. And some of these will be, most of these will be in the hills. So in the plains, whenever we are in the plains, there would be AC. Whenever we are not in the plains, the AC will not work. So we'll have to deal with all that. This is a common norm in the mountains. It is anywhere we go, whether it is a car or a bus, when they are uphill, they will not put on the AC. So those things we can deal with as we go along. The satsang that we have, a few things I have chosen is what we will be following. The Sthala Puran is the glory of each place, that how this place came about, what is the significance, what are the legends, what is the symbolism that we will learn. Then we will read the selections from these two books which we discussed earlier. Yamunashtakam is a very nice composition. When we go to Yamunotri, we will take up some satsang based on Yamunashtakam. When we go to Gangotri, based on Ganga Stotram written by Shankaracharya ji. And also the Ganga Avatar Prasang, that how Ganga ji came down in Tulsi Ramayana, a beautiful Prasang is there. When we go to Kedarnath, Shiva Manasa Puja and some of the mantras of Lord Shiva, we will take up that. And Badrinath, some portions of Bhagavat which talk about Narayan, who did a lot of penance there. And also we will take up some selections from a composition called Mukundamala by Kulashekar Agrawal. So some of these books, if you already have wandering in the Himalayas, my trek through Uttarakhand, etc., then you can use that. If you need, you please tell us. You can get it from a Chinmaya Mission Center, or you can order and then you can take it. Other things, Manasa Puja and Bhagavad Purana, etc., we will give some selections so that on the trek when we meet on 26th, a type of camp booklet type of a thing we will give, in that it will be there. The schedule of that trip, all of you know, but I am going to go through individually one aspect. This has been put up on the site also. So early morning on 26th we arrive at Delhi, latest by 8 a.m. or 8:15 a.m. final, and then we all gather, and 9 a.m. we want to leave because we want to reach Haridwar. Haridwar will take 6-7 hours minimum. See that's why some of you, when you were arriving at 9, we said no, please prepone, because to get out of Delhi also takes time. And we don't want to hit this traffic, plus we don't want to get stuck in heat. So the faster we get out, the better. So even though early morning, some of us are flying by 6 o'clock flight, so we have to get up at 4 or whatever it is. But it's good, no, we are doing sadhana. Let's get up early morning and go. So once we reach Delhi, we drive to Haridwar. On the way we will see this Patanjali Yoga Peeth. Baba Ramdev has been doing quite a lot of work, so we just visit, give a short visit there and then move to Haridwar, check into the hotel, and there are a few. Now, we may be able to do either one of these only, Chandi Devi or Mansa Devi, it depends on the time that we have. There is one cable car also that goes. We have to see in the summer time how much crowd and all that is there. Our main focus in Haridwar will be the Haridwar Aarti in the evening, Ganga Aarti in the evening, that is the main focus. The rest of them, if we are able to do, we will do. If we can't, then that is left to the destiny. So we will attend the Ganga Aarti and then come back to the hotel on that day. Evening we can have some satsang, etc. So that is the first day. Then second day we are going to a place called Balkot. where we will stay. That is our base to go to Yamunotri. So second day the travel, before we reach Balkot, we will go to Divine Life Society. So from Haridwar we drive, go to Rishikesh. In Rishikesh there is Divine Life Society where Swami Shivanandji used to be there, and then Gurudev also, he started his spiritual journey there. So we will spend some time in Divine Life Society, have some satsang there, see the place, and then go to Balkot. So on the way there are Kempty Falls, just some natural falls which are there. Spend some time there and reach Balkot. So we are not keeping it extremely tight and very very hectic also, and too many things to cover and run from one place to another. Wherever we go, we will spend good time, do satsang, understand things there, and then proceed. So that day we go to Balkot and we stay. Evening we will have some satsang and then we stay put at Balkot. Next day morning you have to, so that night you have to pack up one small bag. Main luggage can remain at Balkot. Pack up a small bag where we will have the clothes for Yamunotri. Because in Yamunotri when we go there, there is the hot water kund is there where you can take a dip. So then change of clothes, etc. So if anybody wants to do, so you please carry. So the trek will start from Janki Chetty. We will drive to Hanuman Chetty where the confluence of Ganga and Yamuna is there, and then from there drive to Janki Chetty and then walk from Janki Chetty. It is 5 kilometers, 6 kilometers, one side. And then we come, we take bath, we have darshan there of Yamunaji. We find some nice place where we can sit together and have some etc. And then we come back. You can even cook rice. Yes, in that Surya Kund that is one that's a tradition there. So then one can cook the rice and take that as prasad and come back, walking down again. So that day we are going up 6 kilometers, coming down 6 kilometers, and then we are again driving back to Balkot, 150 kilometers. So it will take some time. 150 the previous day, this one is 36, we are not to Balkot. Okay. Some of the rituals there, these are optional, whoever wants to do whatever. The snan in the Tapta Kund and then the Divya Shila there, the puja of Yamunaji happens there, and then temple darshan. This Lakmandal temple and Hanuman temple will be nearby there. So all these we can finish and then we come down. Next day we drive to Uttarkashi. Again a little relaxed day. We go to Uttarkashi. We go to the hotel and we will visit our Tapon Maharaj's ashram is there. So we will spend some time there, have satsang there. There is some camp already going on there actually. So then that's why we are not able to stay there. But when we will definitely visit that place because the most powerful place. He lived there for many decades, the Tapon Maharaj, and his kutia is there as it is. And Gurudev's kutia also is there. So we will visit that place and then visit Kashi Vishwanath temple, Annapurna temple, all that will happen there, have satsang and then come back, stay in the hotel. Next day morning we have to leave early to go to Gangotri. So on the way to Gangotri we passed through Gangnani, that is where Parashar Rishi had meditated, and again there are some hot water springs there, one can take bath, have breakfast etc. and then go up to Gangotri. It's a drive till Gangotri. On the way Harsil will come. At Gangotri again visit the Ganga Devi's temple because see the temple closes at 1 o'clock. So it's important to keep up time in some of these places. In the mountains, one thing we should know is after 10 o'clock they will not allow driving. Once it happened to us that one group, they took it very lightly. And there were 2 landslides also on the way when we went to Gangotri. So we reached only at 1 o'clock in the afternoon that Gangotri temple closes. So we reached only at 1:10 or 1:15 there. Somehow we requested, managed, got the darshan, came out. People were having lunch and all that. And we were supposed to leave by 5 o'clock. Few people, as usual, they got lost somewhere in shopping and some person went away somewhere for restroom and you have to where you some of the places, the network doesn't work. So we got delayed by 1.5 hours. So when we came down, they stopped us. Everybody is standing now, all the cars and vehicles and everyone is standing there because they don't allow the travel after 10 o'clock in the mountains. So then I went to the police station and then said, I'm coming from this Tapon ashram and it's just 20 kilometers down here. Please allow us to go. So then they said, okay, go. So then with us, a few people who were around Uttarkashi, they came. So we have to be very particular about timing. Because in the mountains, they are very careful about all these things. So we will go to Gangotri, leave early so that we go to Kalunani, go to Gangotri, have darshan. There is Tapon Maharaj Kutia also, which is there again. And one thing important, in Gangotri, we all must take bath. Okay? No exception. Unless you have really fever, please take bath in Gangotri. You will have direct experience of, I am not the body. Freedom from body consciousness you want to experience. Just take one dip in Gangotri. When you come out, you will not feel your leg, you will not feel your hand. I am not joking. It's an experience and people go all the way there to Gangotri and then take bath. I have a headache, or even if you have a headache, you take bath. It will literally go away, I'm telling you. Gangaji's power is terrific and cold water, superb. And if you don't do, I have methods to do. I have taken 100 and 120 people and youngsters, and there are positions which we have marked. I sit in one place, another person sits in another place, you take this person. So all that we know how to do. So don't worry. But it's a very nice opportunity. Take a dip in Gangaji there and then we will come back. That evening again have some satsang and then rest. Rituals in Gangotri, all this can be done. Please remember one thing, there will be some places, Pandits or Pandas, who will say ki ye ritual karo, ye karo, vaisa karo, vaisa karo. It is up to you how much you want to do. And don't feel disgusted, don't allow your mind to be disturbed by all that. They are there, they are doing something. Wherever we can tell them, we speak to them also. Tell them, because that destroys the faith of people in Hindu culture. And it becomes more commercial. So sometimes we say some things formally also, ki humko nahi karna hai, and we are happy and we, whatever Vedantic standpoint, we can say something. If you feel you want to do some ritual, you please do it. And if you feel that person is fleecing you or something, you offer that mentally to Gangaji, saying ki Bhagavan, O Devi Mata, please purify his mind, please purify my mind, I let this go. Don't spread it to everybody ki pata nahi hai pandal log kyun aisa karte hain, this, that. We should just do satsang, not spread negativity to anybody. Because each one is evolving in their own level. We may not accept something, we may not like something, so we keep away, or if we have gone through it, then we let go of it. That is another sadhana too. At the end of the yatra, our mind must be purified. Our mind should not be filled with agitation. Ki arey idhar aisa ho gaya, udhar waisa ho gaya, aisa falana ho gaya, dhikna ho gaya. What? Then what is the point of yatra? Things happen on the way. One has to take it in the stride. I am not justifying what they do, but I am just saying that we keep our mind balanced. That is very important. So Gangotri, we come back and stay back in Uttarkashi. The next day drive is quite long because we have to go to Guptakashi. So from Uttarkashi we have to go to Guptakashi because we are traveling by this bus. Tapon Maharaj, he used to go from Gangotri to Kedarnath by forest. He will walk up from Gangotri, go through forest, and then he will end up in Kedarnath. We are going to come down, drive like that, and then go back. He did the whole thing, and even today there are people, campers, who do this by just the forest. It takes 5-7 days to do. But that's an adventure by itself. So we will take up this drive. En route, you will see this beautiful Mandakini river and there is confluence. So there will be a few sangams also you will see. There will be Rudraprayag, Karnaprayag, different things will come on the way. Sometimes going on the way to Guptakashi, sometimes returning from Guptakashi and going back to Haridwar. So whatever comes on the way, we go there and we check into the hotel and we stay there. Evening we will visit some of these places, Vishwanath temple, Manikarnika Kund, Ardhanath Ishwara temple and Chopta. Because that day drive is quite long, we don't have any other major travel to do. Where once we reach there, nearby there are few temples, we see that, come back to Satsang and take rest. Also because next day we have a trek, 14 kilometers trek. So we get ready, go early in the morning, we will be dropped at the trek point near Gauri Kund, so it will be a few kilometers, we will go in the vehicle. For Kedarnath, we are going to stay at Kedarnath. Now please remember one thing, that when these floods have happened in Kedarnath in 2014, everything has got destroyed except the temple. The stay places and everything got destroyed. In fact, even the trek route, there is a place called Rambada. So we are going to cross Rambada because Rambada is destroyed. We are going to cross Rambada and take the other route and go for the trek. So very basic facilities are there for stay. This is one place where we will have to adjust. I don't know what will be the crowd there, because last year and year before the yatra, this whole Chardham yatra was very dull. It had not picked up at all. People had fear. And also the facilities are not there. The Nehru Institute of Mountaineering, they are doing this restoring process, and they have done quite a bit now in last 2 years, I think. So there are a few government guest houses and there will be tents. So many places when they don't have this pakka houses, etc., hotels and all that, then they make tents. Like when we go to Gomukh also in Bhojwasa, there's lots of snow, etc. happens. So then they build tents. Houses sometimes get destroyed, buildings get destroyed. So then they build tents. So there may be tents, government guest houses. Only once we reach there, we will know what is available to us. So we have to carry, and that will be cold. So Kedarnath will be the coldest, Badrinath will be the coldest when we stay there. So there we will require quite a bit of warm clothes and gloves and muffler and all that. So that list is coming now. So we need to carry that. Along with that, whatever items we need for trek, a long list is there. Whatever you feel like you should have, please bring all these. Those items of trek, clothes and food items, we have to bundle it in one bag, and then that we'll carry. But one thing I want to tell you here is, your bag may look only this much. You may feel it very light. But as we keep going up, it will appear more and more heavy. So don't be under the illusion. Sometimes it is not easy. Sometimes those who are used to it, they to carry everything and they go. But if you are not used to it, it may appear a little heavy also. So you should decide before itself that what all you want to take, how heavy it is. And I would suggest that you keep a separate trek bag right from the beginning only. Don't go there and start doing. If you keep 2 bags separate, one is a trek bag. We would just lift that and go on, bus over. The other stuff you pack it in separate, suitcase or whatever it is. So then the same trek bag you use for Yamunotri and the same one for Kedarnath also. Yamunotri you may require still a smaller one, so that's okay if you want to carry very less stuff for Yamunotri, because we are not staying in Yamunotri. There is only one pair of clothes, some food items and water if you want, and go on. So Kedarnath, once we go up, we have darshan there, we will see nearby a few places also. There are a lot of things to see there, but depends on how fast we are able to reach. There are trekking instructions which I am giving you later. As much we can see, we will see there. And then we will trek back next day after breakfast. 14 kilometers we come back, and towards Gupta Kashi, visit some of these places on the way, and then night halt at Gupta Kashi. Now one thing to note here is in Gupta Kashi and in Uttar Kashi, in these two places alone, AC will not be there in the hotels. In rest of the places, and Kedarnath definitely, in rest of the places there is Haridwar or Barkot or Badrinath, these places, Delhi, there will be AC. Gupta Kashi to Badrinath again is a big drive. On the way we will go to Joshimath, which Shankaracharya ji established there, a Narasimha temple. And that evening visit Badrinath temple for the Arati. If we manage to reach, the gate opens in the morning, 11 o'clock or something, that gate opens and it's a one way actually. So for a few hours the whole traffic from Badrinath comes down and then they stop, and at 2 o'clock or something the traffic from this down, Joshimath etc., then that goes up. So there's a one way system there. So again that's why I'm saying this timing is very crucial. If you miss the timing, a lot of things can happen. This is apart from any other landslide or anything that happens. Once when I went to Badrinath in 2003, we had 18 Innovas with us. And we took a lot of youngsters with us. They were that Awakening Indians to India quiz. They were the winners of that. 18 Innovas were there. First one Swamiji is there, one Swamiji Mitrananji is there, and last one I was there. And before Mitrananji there is one vehicle of Swami Purushottamji, very senior most Swamiji. So when we are driving from this Kedarnath going towards that Badrinath, suddenly landslide happened. Purushottamji's vehicle went and then landslide occurred. We are stuck for 3-4 hours there. All the other vehicles were just stuck straight there. In our case there are 3 buses and 1 vehicle. So we will see how it works out. So then 3 hours and so the whole program gets affected like that. It was lucky that in 3 hours that landslide got cleared. Sometimes it takes over 1 full night. That's why we have to be, one thing you please be very careful, you must be in the same bus in which your luggage is there. Okay. Because suppose you are stuck somewhere in a landslide and you have to spend overnight, then don't say, "Mera luggage wo bus mein rahega." And all this, once we come to that place, now once we allot, whichever bus you are, you please stay put in that bus. Don't say that for the sake of company I went into this person's bus and this and that. Don't please do that, because there are enough unnecessary casualties will happen then, and then you will suffer. So in the same bus you stick to it. So once we go to Badrinath, check in there, go to the temple in the evening. Next day morning, this is a very hectic day again. That's the 10th day. So what we are going to do is, Badrinath, ahead of Badrinath is Mana village. That's the last village, after that China starts. Mana village is where you can actually see Saraswati river. And you will also see Saraswati and Gangaji, Alaknanda, going together in cmpriyam. So the Saraswati river goes underground there. And near Bhimpur you will see the flow, the power of Saraswati river also. So we will visit that. There is Vyasa Gufa, there is Ganesh Gufa, and then we will drive back, and then we come down. So that day early morning, if we are able to have darshan once again of Badri Vishal, we will have quick darshan of Bhagwan and then go to Mana village, go to Saraswati river, Vyasa Gufa, Ganesh Gufa, and we come back. Again at 11 o'clock they start that, they will open that gate. So then we will come down. And we will drive straight to this Rudraprayag. Stay at Rudraprayag. So Rudraprayag, once we stay put there, it will become evening by the time we reach there. Next day again in the morning, we are proceeding. That's the longest drive actually. Rudraprayag to Delhi is the longest drive. That's why again we start early in the morning and then we stop at Rishikesh. Those of you who have opted for whitewater rafting, we will do do that, and then we will come back. We will reach Delhi late night, almost 11. It will become almost 11 o'clock in the night when we come back to Delhi, and then we stay. Most probably we will stay in some place only. We may not stay in Chinmaya ashram there. We are trying to see if we can stay, but our group is large and they have dormitory type of accommodation. If we are able to manage there, that is the best thing. We can stay there because then we can visit. There is one Chinmaya Chetana, a nice small exhibition on Gurudev's life also there, and the statue of Gurudev is also there. So after the Mahasamadhi of Gurudev, the body was brought and kept there first and then taken to Silbari. So it's a very nice place, Chinmaya Center of World Understanding. India Gate is also nearby, so it is easy for us also to do whatever we want to do for the next day. So mostly we will stay there, but if we can't, then we will find out some other accommodation. And the next day we go to Akshardham and Eternal Gandhi and India Gate. Eternal Gandhi is where Gandhiji was shot in Birla House. There they have put up a very nice exhibition, multimedia exhibition on the first floor. So we will see that, we will watch Akshardham. That is very vast. How many of you have been to Akshardham? Okay. Those of you have not gone, go there. And then from there we drive straight to the airport, or if anybody wants to get on the railway station, we will get on there. So in all these places, as much as we can cover, we will cover all these dhams, but depends on nature, depends on the time availability. This I have told you, we will be traveling in 3 buses of 27-seater each, and there will be one vehicle, and so we will have breakfast, lunch, dinner, all will be vegetarian, and there will be 2 times tea with biscuits, and that's what is planned as of now. Timing will vary every day. We may not get in the same time, everything depends on our travel, and we will have to, where we are staying, so morning food, evening food, maybe in the hotels where we are staying, the afternoon one we may have to eat on the way, some dhaba or whatever else that we will have to manage. There will be these options which are there. Whatever is available in that hotel there, paratha, aloo puri, sandwich, poha, or similar any option that would be possible for breakfast. North Indian most probably it will be, and best is to stick to North Indian. Don't try to eat idli in North India. They may or may not know how to make it. So try to stick to the North Indian food, and lunch, dinner will be normal. Some of the days we will have in the evening instead of a full meal, maybe just pulao and raita or some such variety we will try and create there. If you need anything else, you are welcome to find out and ask there and contribute for it. We have also asked for Jain food. How many of you need Jain food here? Anybody? Okay, Shamanji, you have to note down. Those of you who are listening to me on the chat, please let us know if you need Jain food. Please put it on the WhatsApp group, because we have to inform them in advance. Jain food is available, but the number of people has to be fixed in advance, and you have to tell them, this many people you have to cook the Jain food. And please don't try experimenting. Hey, this Jain food is very nice. Now I was you just fix from the beginning, so we tell once and for all. Don't keep changing it between now Jain, now not Jain. Yahan ka Jain acha nahi, wahan ka Jain acha hai. Don't do all that. As I said, our focus remains on what? Sadhana. And food and travel and this and that. They are incidental things we should keep going. Get done with it as fast as we can. Please take as much as you can, finish only. Avoid any wastage in food and water. Very, very important. All this you know, whatever the cost includes, whatever the cost doesn't include. Now come to the few aspects of this, the instructions. As far as the dress code is concerned, anything Indian is good. Both boys and girls, gents and ladies can avoid shorts. Boys especially, you feel very hot and then just put shorts and then wear the banyan and all that. Please don't do. You wear normal t-shirt, jeans, all that is fine. Because see, the attitude also matters. Sometimes when we come into a very casual type of clothes, our attitude also becomes very casual. We remain in shorts, mini, sleeveless to be avoided, jeans, salwar, pants, all that is fine. Women must avoid wearing saris on the treks. You use salwar, kameez or pants or anything that will be helpful. As much as we can, let us have some talk, inspiring things. Avoid, even when we are traveling, there will not be any film music and all that going on. Even if you are having in your iPod or something, try and avoid 10 days. Bollywood can survive without your patronage for 10 days. It's okay. We are able to listen to inspiring bhajans or talks or so many things. You know, if you go to Divine Life Society, such wonderful talks of Shivananda are available. Bhajan, Kirtan, so many things are available. When we go to these places, that's what we have to benefit. Take all those, listen, do satsang on the way. Bhajan, Antakshari and all we will get play in the bus. Some games we can figure out, inspiring ones. So we will keep ourselves engaged in a sattvic way, that's the basic point. Many people suffer from altitude sickness. Altitude sickness means as we go up, you may start feeling nausea or headache. Normal if you feel, that's very ordinary, anybody feels that. But if it is, suppose you get breathless, you get severe headache, or you feel like puking and not at all when you feel, then one of the signs can be altitude sickness. And the only solution for that is you have to come down. Altitude sickness, that's the only solution. But if you are able to, as much you are able to push through and it is not an altitude sickness and you are just, the body is feeling a little discomfort, then push yourself and keep going. So that's why we are doing this process called acclimatization. Generally we go, stay there one night before, get acclimatized to that place, to the breathing, to the oxygen levels and all that, and then start the trek next day in the morning. So the acclimatization is important, that's why the plan has been done like that. Please carry your own personal first aid box. Very important, because sometimes if you are on the trek somewhere and nobody is behind you or ahead of you, you are stuck in one place and people have gone ahead or next group is much behind and you need something, you must carry by yourself. There's a few list of things I'm going to give you. Each one must carry that by themselves. Don't say that, husband and wife, we are together, so we will keep one only. Because if you are able to stay together, then there is nothing like it. Best, you should walk together only. But if you are not going to stay together, then you please carry your, especially if you have any personal medicines or specific requirement, you please carry your box. Especially BP medicine and all that. Very, very important. Do not carry any precious items like jewelries, credit card, debit card and all that on the trek. You keep it in the hotel. And avoid, in the whole yatra only avoid jewelry and all that is not required. Go with as much simple things that is possible. Avoid carrying any heavy luggage. As much light we are able to travel, that much better for us throughout the whole trip. But whatever bare essential is, we can carry. Avoid notebooks. Please carry notebooks and pen to make your notes. If you are making on your phone or iPad, that's up to you. Whenever we have any satsang or you find anything. One request is, first experience the place. Soak in that vibration there. Do sadhana there. Then please take pictures. There are enough pictures of Chardham available everywhere. So we don't have to document it. We can document our journey, but first experience the place. Otherwise phone is such a distraction, or you have a camera or you have a handy cam or anything, and we are most of the time doing that much only. We lose the essence of being in that place. So first one should experience the place, be there. Then click whatever pictures and all that, that's okay. Things to bring for sadhana. A vessel for abhishek, a lota or a glass or anything, a panchapatra, something which you want. So we will actually be doing that. In some places we go to Gangaji, take the water, go to the temple, do the abhishek. So carry that with you, one vessel for abhishek. Then padukas if you like, two small padukas. Or any Ishtadevta picture or whatever if you are doing for your daily sadhana, that is up to you, that is your choice. Asan, very important. Asan you have to carry wherever you go, so that you spread the asan, sit down there and we may sit together to do some group chanting, bhajans, etc. Yoga mat, are able to, I'm not sure how much we will be able to do this, but if you feel it is not very inconvenient, you carry a yoga mat. If it is, then carry a bed sheet, that's enough. So that where we have some time early in the morning, we can do some basic exercises, stretching, Surya Namaskar, and then start off. Especially before we start the trek. Japamala, if you have a Japamala, please bring. Otherwise, if you want to buy one, please buy one. Japa is a very powerful sadhana. A bhajan book, if you have it, you are welcome to sing bhajans through the journey at the place when we reach. And anything else that you require for a sadhana. At different places, we will do different sadhanas. Some place we will do japa, some place we will do bhajan, some place we will do Vedic chanting. Different places, different sadhanas we will do depending on time, place, everything. This much is the general instruction. Now specifically for the trek, these are a few things. As I said, small bag for both the treks that we have to do. Diamox is something that you take early, one day before, to get this mind and the body tuned up for altitude sickness. A few hours before this, I forget, there is 5-6 hours before or something one has to take and keep so that you avoid this altitude sickness. And Avomate or any such equivalent for nausea, if you have, anybody has travel sickness, then you have to take that. Raincoat, in case it rains, we don't know, it is very unpredictable. Suddenly it can rain in the mountains. So carry a raincoat, wind cheater, gloves, especially for Badrinath and Kedarnath, this will be very useful. You need to have gloves, especially when we are trekking, no? Wear the gloves and then hold the stick and go up. So 4-5 pairs of gloves and one at least for Kedarnath and Badrinath, one woolen. If you like to keep 2 woolens, so please keep. Good shoes, having an ankle grip, so that the ankle doesn't twist. Because especially Yamunotri, the trek is not a very, the path has lots of stones. The feet can, so that's why good ankle grip is required. Don't bring like, where it doesn't cover your ankle, below the ankle. That type of shoes are also available, like this canvas shoes which we have, which we use for PT and all that. Sometimes they are below the ankle, so don't get the below the ankle one. It should cover your ankle properly, so that the foot doesn't twist at all. Then warm jacket, wind cheater, muffler, cap will be required because it will be, especially when you do the trek. The sunlight when it falls on the snow, the reflection will be very sharp. So put a cap, put the sunglasses and then walk. Sunscreen, lotion, all these basic other things, napkins, tissues, toilet paper. Very important is torch. This is something which I have seen in most of the treks. People don't bring torch. They feel koi na koi hoga, kisi ke paas hoga. Somebody must be carrying. And invariably, that person who doesn't carry, that person only lands up in trouble and he doesn't find the people who have a torch. One group happened like that. From Gomukh, we had to bring that, one group. Nobody in that group kept a torch. And one person twisted the foot. Now you have to carry that person and bring them back. And it was late night, 11 o'clock, by the time the group finally came down. And very dangerous because if you don't have a torch, you don't know where the road is going. So very important, please carry your torch with enough batteries to last and carry your power banks, good power banks, because you may not have electricity in Kedarnath and all these places, so you charge it. Cotton and ear plugs in the night you will need when it becomes cold, lip balm, cold cream. Water bottle, very, very important again. This water bottle is normal water bottle as well as a flask if you need warm water. And carry it with you and carry this water purifying drops so that if you need water on the way, you can use the stream water and then put the water purifying drops. Then that will kill all the bacteria, you can use that water. Because 14 kilometers if you are walking, sometimes the water gets exhausted. You can carry 1-2 bottles also if you want, but sometimes all that gets over. So then carry that. It is good to carry some sweets, toffees, chocolate, dry fruit, all this with you, small quantities, so keep eating on the way. Fruits, actually fruits are the best. Eat carbohydrate diet and eat fruits. Nothing else is required, honestly. The sugar, all that is only for if the BP goes low, then immediately to pull it up. Otherwise, that's not required so much. If you are eating proper carbohydrates and fruits and drinking enough water, aram se one can walk. Electrol and all this again, because if body gets dehydrated or something, then you need electrol. I have written 5 packets here. They are big packets, and you just need 2 or 3. You don't require huge. I have given some of these are extra requirements. Whatever you feel you need for your body, food-wise, you please bring. 1 pack of Glucon C or Glucon D. Camphor tablets very important. And you can tie this camphor tablets in one. Make like a this gauze material which comes. You can put some camphor tablets and make one thing which you can put around your neck, because camphor will collect oxygen nearby, whatever scattered oxygen, because when we go high level, altitude oxygen level will be less. So when we have camphor around, some people tie it on the hand and they keep sniffing that. So wherever, on the hand or on the neck, so that it will gather the oxygen around you and then you can breathe better. Anything else also, if you want biscuits and all that, you can carry with you. Jogging shoes, if you have to buy, you please buy now and start walking. Don't buy. There are some people who buy one night before. It will start giving shoe pinch and all that. I have seen people buy one night before at that place. Not from Mumbai. They go to that Gangotri, there they buy, and for a trek to Gomukh. And then they have shoe bite on their feet, unnecessary. So the trek you will be grouped into 10 people, one group. So if you are 85 people, there will be 8 to 9 groups, one group leader, and you have to be together in that group, please. So that we go together in small groups, everybody is monitored. Otherwise we don't know, somebody gets left out somewhere, and phones and all don't work there. So best is to go in small groups. And if you get separated or something, then wait for your group. If you have gone ahead, wait. If they have gone ahead, you catch up with the next group, and where we are halting, no, then you catch up with the. So all this once we reach there also we will explain. The weather will be warm, so the kind of clothes that we must have is both warm and light, because in Haridwar, Delhi, all these places, even Uttarkashi, in the daytime it will be quite warm. Only in the morning and evening there will be chillness. There we require some warm clothes. Golden rules to be followed: ascend rationally, not more than 1,000 feet at a time after 6,000 feet. That's why the acclimatization and all that one is doing. So it will go up gradually. Even the walking that we do 14 kilometers is gradual walking. We are not immediately just going somewhere. Sleep well, very important to sleep well previous night before the trek starts. Take carbohydrate diet. Drink lots of fluids on the way. If you feel unwell at altitude, it is altitude illness. If you have that, then don't make a prestige issue of that. Either take the consultation of somebody, and if you feel you just cannot continue, you must just walk back. And we will decide before the trek starts. This is our starting point now. Go and stay there, wait there. The bus or something will be there only. So then from there you can go out to the hotel. Kedarnath helicopter also is available, but you can't call the helicopter in between. So if you want to go by helicopter, then you decide right in the beginning itself the helicopter option, and then they will take you in helicopter, bring you back, and then you go back to the hotel. If you want to take a pony or a dolly or anything, then you go on that, or you go by train. Helicopter ride, there is no need of acclimatization in that sense, because the body is not exerting. You are just going there, having darshan of the temple, of Bhagavan in the temple, you sit in the helicopter, you come back. You are not, body is not exerting in terms of going up. No, it won't be, because you are just going there. It's just little less oxygen there, up there. If you are walking up, then this you are using more of a physical energy, you get breathless, tired if you ascend fatafat just without acclimatization. Here you are just going to have darshan and you are coming back same time. You are not exerting so much, so that is fine. No issue at all with that. Do not hide your symptoms. Very, very, very important. If you feel that you have some chest pain or you feel some headache or nausea or anything, indigestion, whatever, you please inform the organizers. And we see what can be done. And definitely avoid alcohol, cigarette, brandy to keep you warm. These are instructions to be followed. You can read through as we go along. Walk at your own pace. There is no hurry. If somebody is slow in the group, rest of the members please be with that group, with that person, and go together. If you feel breathless, inform the group leader. Stop at any tea stall. I hope there are. I'm not sure sometimes because many times they remove all of that on the way. There is nothing on the way. That's why better to carry from our side. If there is, then you please drink water purifying drops. This stick is important for trekking. So when we go there, then we have to buy one stick. So that stick is very useful in walking and it will increase our speed also, it will help to balance also, many things it is helpful. If any of you have a metal trekking stick etc. and you want to bring that you are welcome to bring from here. But otherwise the basic normal stick will be available there, the wooden stick with one pointed thing down. Use that and keep going. And they won't allow you to bring that from here. If you have that foldable stick and all that, then you can put in your luggage and bring. But that normal stick with pointed and all that, they won't allow us to bring. So buy there once you reach there. Trek only on the hill side, not on the valley side. That is important because sometimes if we feel giddy or something and we fall down unnecessarily. Or from opposite side, these ponies are coming. There are quite a few things which happen, so one has to be very careful. There will be one yatra officer who will come with us throughout the whole 4 Char Dham. So then, if they say some things, we need to listen to them. Suppose they say, don't go through that route, don't try only that route. Don't say, no, this looks safe, I am going to try. No. They say, no, don't go there, don't go through some other route. Buy jogging shoes, all that we saw. So this is the basic aspect. A lot of things in Char Dham Yatra, they all happen by the grace of Bhagwan only and nature's what is the mode of time. So we pray that the Char Dham Yatra goes successfully and we have a good sadhana. So now it is open to all of you. Anything you want to ask, you are welcome to ask. First I will finish with the members who are here and then I will take up those of you who are in the chat. Okay, so anybody, any queries, any questions?
We can bring your Bhagavad Gita. You will give some books.
Bhagavad Gita, you can bring if you like to. We are not going to do a lot of anything from Bhagavad Gita specifically. We are going to do from the other books that I spoke about.
Then campfire mala, what is that?
So you know this first aid band-aid when you do, when some injury is there and then there's a gauze which is available, like this, it will be like this screen. You see that very like a thin net. In that we put the camphor and we roll it up and we make it like a long thing, like a small potli of the gauze, and then tie it to a thread so that you can just wear it, like how you make a mala with one rudraksh or something, a black thread or red thread, whatever is there. No? To that you attach this camphor ka potli and then you just there on your neck.
You said about the pathology test you want the report or only the doctor said it?
No, we want the
Report also.
lipid profile, not pathology test. Lipid profile
That's the blood.
with the doctor certifying you that you are fit for
By what time?
discharge.
By what time the lipid profile right to submit? Like immediately or after 15 days something or?
So you have to submit it. Right now we are in March. No?
Yeah.
Okay. So So by April 15th you please submit. Latest by April 15th you submit. And then please maintain that. In that 1 month don't start eating lots of sweets and all that, and then the whole lipid profile will change. Okay, anything else?
Food packets to be given in the way.
See, packets, so if we are able to make packets, we will make packets for the lunch. If we feel that better we are able to stop somewhere, because anyway we will have to halt. In long drives we can't drive all 200 kilometers or something together. Then we will stop and eat hot food at a dhaba. So it will all depend on the number of kilometers and the time and all that. That we will decide once we go there.
Because in Yamunotri will go up.
Okay, trekking you are asking.
Yes.
For trekking, okay. So that we will take, in the morning when we leave for breakfast, after breakfast, or we are doing early morning for Kedarnath. For the Yamunotri we are driving and then reaching there, eat food and then start walking up. So there we will see if the guide tells us that at Yamunotri food will be available, it's only 5 kilometers, so we can eat at Yamunotri itself, we don't need to carry food. At top, Yamunotri. Mostly it will be there. Only Kedarnath we have to carry all this food with us, 14 kilometers. There we need some, whatever, bread or thipla or something like that, which we will tell the hotel, you make this and give us. That we take with us.
Rice cooking there, and we can eat there or bring it as a plus.
You can eat there also. That cooking means basically you just put that rice in that pot. That's all it is.
The rice we have to carry.
So you have to carry a little rice with you. From here, if something may be available there also, possibly. Take that rice.
And the cloth you have to
There's one cloth you have to carry, that white cloth or something, whereby you can just put it.
What about a helicopter booking?
If you want to do helicopter booking, you have to tell us. We'll have to tell the people who are helping us to coordinate, and they will directly be in touch with you. They charge some 9,000 rupees or something for one.
But then ત્યાં પહોંચીએ helicopter પછી તમે બધા જે આવો then we have to wait or
No. They will have fixed time.
okay.
Because so they will have fixed time because of the weather conditions also. So between certain hours only they will take the helicopter and come back. So then you cannot, you may not be able to meet us.
No,
You have to
so
come back
just
on
take
your
the night, they'll have to come back the same day. So they will be
No, helicopter people will definitely come back same day. They are not going to stay there. We will have to see, we will have to clarify with this, for this with the people, because if we are able to take back, generally suppose 4 people go in the helicopter, the 4 people come back same day. Because next day another 4 people will go. If they don't have 4, they have only 3 next day, then they will be able to accommodate you to come back. See, so that detail I have to ask them.
There is a
I
choice
think
here.
there is a choice that
There
you
is a
can come
choice.
back next day also.
That's all. If they have a choice, then that is fine. If they don't have a choice, then
Only thing that you have to leave by that particular time. If you want to go, come back next day.
But river rafting should be booked now. They should be informed now.
you have informed us already, na? In the form that you filled, you have said yes, no, yes, no.
for what?
River
rafting. River rafting. But some people are not replied.
Oh, if you are not informed, please inform now,
Okay.
because again, the arrangements can be done so that we save time. So if we know that out of 80 people, 40 want to do river rafting, then that many rafts have to be arranged. And when we go there, that will be ready. We just go sit
Do
and
it on the spot.
No, pay on the spot, but inform in advance.
That form itself doesn't go, once you say yes or no, that will go further.
It's a mandatory fee.
No, that's what I said. I thought all of people have informed about river
If
rafting.
some people change.
No, if any of you have changed your rafting preference, you please tell now only.
If you have a doubt.
Suppose if you change there.
No. See,
No, I have
what
said
happens
yes.
is, if you have said yes and then you say no, 1 or 2 people saying no is okay, but suddenly from 10-20 people say no, then we pay advance for the rafts. They have to get 10 people will go in one raft. So if 80 people are there, 60 are going to do rafting, 6 rafts they will have to organize. So they'll ask us advance according to that. and they will fix their time and person and everything. So ideal would be what you decide, no, just stick to that. Any emergency, one or two changes last minute is okay.
Is it safe vehicle or is
Yeah, very safe.
Very safe.
અમે દેહરાદૂનથી આપે છે તો name of the Haridwar hotel.
I will tell you. They have said Hotel Urmi, but I will tell you. But let them, we have sent the advance, let them send us the hotel voucher, then we are sure that this is the hotel. So that we take.
Swamiji, you want the stress test also mandatory?
If you are planning to trek and walk, then stress test is mandatory. For you, it may not be mandatory. He walks every day 14 floors up his house anyways. How many? 14, no? 14. And he is a very fit person. So, आपके लिए जरूरत नहीं है, but anybody else, please do your stress test and then get certified. If you are planning to trek. Because it is a stress on the heart. Very young people may not require unless somebody has a heart condition, then you have to be careful. Otherwise, very young people, they may not require.
So, helicopter payment is to be done in advance.
Yeah, that we have to do in advance only, and we'll inform them so that they block and keep, because I don't know how many helicopters go per day and timing and all that. How many number of people they can take, all that I am not aware of.
Actually, see, last time we tried that thing, but then the ways from there it is a helipad is somewhat different. So that traveling and then coming back and it was becoming a little hassle. Now, improved upon it.
No, it would not have got improved upon that way much.
And what about the lodges available?
Yeah. That's what they say, they are available. But see, a lot of these things, no, they depend on the number of yatris. If the season is not there and the season is very dull, it will still be available, but it will be very scarce. Like when we went to Gomukh, 2 years back, last year or year before last we went. It was off season. Stick only we were not getting. Because they know it is off season, so they don't bring and keep. There are no stick only available for us.
Gomukh is after Gomukh.
No, Gomukh is after Gangotri. Above Gangotri, walk and go. So it all depends quite a lot on the way the people feel that they want to do the Char Dham again.
Will there be trip on ice also?
I am not sure. It depends on the weather condition there. Kedarnath route may have, but I'm not very sure. It depends on quite a lot of factors. Because ice and all that you will see only about 12,000 feet. And there also in some places, it depends on from where the source is and how it comes down, the river and the ice and all that.
My request is that everybody should strictly follow and attend to the rules told by the group leader. And the group leader should be well informed. That will make things simpler for us.
So groups will be allowed
Yeah, before only we will allot the groups. If any of you have gone on treks before, you please inform us so then we can consider if you can become and you must be able to lead the group properly. When any challenges the group faces, you must be able to handle all that. So if you have already done, especially if you have done these 4, or you have gone on other general treks and have handled these challenging treks, then please inform us and then we'll appoint you in the group, appoint you as a group leader.
This presentation will be very close.
I'll mail it. This is a Word document, it will come to you. This along with the declaration form will come to you. Anyone, anything else? Okay, so on the chat, if anybody has any questions, please, you are welcome to ask. Unmute your button and then start.
We will have more meetings of this,
So, yeah, just 1 minute. Ananta. More meetings than this we may not require, just we will coordinate on email and Now we meet straight at the airport. Anything to be discussed on WhatsApp will be fine. Once we meet at the airport, and once we reach Haridwar, then we can do this group division and all that, which we will bring. We will do it before and we bring it there and then we just announce.
The WhatsApp group and I am also where to be meet because airport is also very big.
Yeah. Correct. All that we will discuss once we finalize. Most of them are lining up in the same, using the Jet Airways flight only, most of them are. If somebody is coming through some other airlines, you please inform Shamanji.
So it has only two airlines, right? If anybody has one is British flight and the other one is a 15 minutes earlier, that should go.
There are some other people coming from other places also, Bangalore and Chennai and all that places. So then they will.
We'll take everyone's flight details.
Yeah, that's what. So you take the flight details and we'll figure out where to meet at the airport.
Those who haven't filled in the flight details because
The-
it was mandatory, then we made it optional.
Yes, we made it optional so that you at least finish your registration. So if you have not filled your flight details, you please inform her on the WhatsApp and she will fill it out.
You can send it on my personal WhatsApp instead of sending on a group because then the important messages get missed out.
Yeah. First, inform her personally.
Anything on river rafting, see anyway, these points one by one, I will be putting it up not on one day. So there will be an open time and close time. Like anybody who wants to change their river rafting within next 24 hours or 48 hours, let me know. Then the next point will be put up. So we'll go through it like that so that people don't miss out the messages. Yes.
Right. Yes, Ananta, you were asking something. Hello. Yeah, what's the question?
I wanted to ask this. Are we staying together as per our preference or does the administrator decide this? The sharing the rooms.
So we have decided based on your accommodation preference and who you are coming with, and we have put, suppose you and your mother are coming together, we have put two of you together and there's one more person. If you have chosen triple accommodation, then one more person with you. We will be sharing that list, and once that is frozen, then that is frozen. Then don't please change again. So that list will be shared with you soon. So each one can see with whom you are. Those of you who are in twin sharing, you don't have a problem. You have already, if you are two people are coming together, then you both are in the twin sharing. If you are single, then we may put somebody else with you in that twin sharing. Then, so that list will anyway come to you. If you need any change, you let us know, and if we feel that the change is a genuine change required, then we will do. If we feel that no, you must overcome some raga and dvesh, so we put two people together, so then we will not do that change. हाँ जी अंजलि जी. हाँ, fly back on the 5th on Dehradun is possible. From Rishikesh you drive. It depends on our timing. If we, yeah, so that's why. So early morning, if we are leaving Rudraprayag, if we are able to manage to come back to Rishikesh, do rafting, then you can. There's a vehicle that we have. No, I have one vehicle along with 3 buses. There's one vehicle. So that vehicle will drop you back to Dehradun. With you, Nirupamaji is also there, I think. So then you can. Yeah, that's what. So once we go there, we can coordinate that, and you can be.
Okay, so I can avoid the river rafting
Yeah.
and go straight to the airport.
Ah, that also is possible. You can avoid flight rafting and you can go straight to the airport also. Depends on what is our timing, how it is. And if it is coming on the way, then nothing like it, but I don't think it comes on the way. From Rudraprayag, Dehradun will be a detour little bit, I think.
I am something from here,
Ah,
but doesn't come on the way.
That's what.
Even I have to.
Yeah.
It is after Rishikesh, it is about 20,000.
Okay. Right.
Okay, I have a question. So basically this is IT here.
Ah.
I just wanted to ask that I need to do the stress test and the lipid profile. And in case our doctor tells us that we can't, since we have to pay up right now, but
would suggest that if you feel that there is a chance of the doctor saying no, then you please don't pay up, because anything you pay is a donation. And to refund it is not possible for us. We have to do a lot of expense vouchers or wrong things we have to create, which we don't want to do. So if you have a doubt like that, I would suggest do your lipid profile now and get the certification from the doctor now, and if he says everything is clear, then only submit.
Okay. Because my phone is regarding migraine. I want to like an actual migraine attack.
Okay.
So that is the only thing I can ask.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Anybody else? Any other questions?
Hello, Swamiji. I have another thing.
Yes, 1 minute. Ananta?
Yes, me.
Yes, go on.
Does everybody have to get a lipid stress test? Before we can avoid it.
That's why I said youngsters can avoid it if you don't have a heart issue. That's all. If you are healthy, if you have normal lipid profile, you please do. Stress test and all is not required. But lipid profile is important. If you are walking, do you feel breathless? If you start walking little inclined, you feel breathless, then you must do that and give us. Because sometimes age may be young, but health may be different, So it depends. If you feel those symptoms, then you must do it. Yeah, 1 or 2 cylinders we will be carrying, that's all. If a lot of people have an issue, then we will carry 2 cylinders with us. Generally we carry 2. Every trip we have done that, we generally return it back because of the medical also. We take it from there and then we return it. You were asking something? 1 minute, Anjali, you were saying something else?
Yes, that would be, because I think everyone is concerned about the attitudes.
No, that we will always carry with us. Even Gomukh, etc. We went. Generally, we don't need to use that. It is not that. It's not like Mount Everest or anything like that. Just some 14 kilometers. We are walking at a little incline. But just in case somebody feels very breathless, we safety sake we keep it with us.
Regarding the luggage, you say to carry it light, but then you be like 14 days of trip. Warm clothes,
Yeah. No, that's what I'm saying. As much as you need, you please carry it, because and if it is little heavy, that's your choice. But on the trek, we must be light.
Yes, on the trek is fine.
Right. Yeah, porters will have to be hired by you. You have to figure it out, huh? If you need porters and all that, few people get together as a group, find a porter, do all that. Yeah, Nita ji. Huh.
Yeah, no, we get this warming, warming.com, which helps to keep it under the shoes, like, and in the hands also.
Yeah.
So it protects.
There are a lot of these warmers you get. You can patch. You can put on your thighs. You can put wherever. Back pain if you have, put it there. Put in your shoes, wherever. If you want to keep yourself warm, that for a few hours it will keep you warm. So if you want to bring that, is your.
Those jackets, those down jackets, something like that.
And I will also doing my test by this week, so next week I will be paying for it.
Okay.
Something just last week or last month, so is it needed again?
Not needed as long as you have followed that usual normal lifestyle, and is not needed. In that 1 month, if there has been lots of whatever parties and this and that, and suddenly things have changed, then only, otherwise not required. If your food has been very normal as you eat generally, then it's okay. Okay. Anybody else? Hello? Oh. Yes, no problem. So what you need to do is, those of you who are unsure, who are going to do the tests now, you must inform us maximum in another week's time, because as you know, we have told people that our camp is full. So in case you are not coming or anything like that, then Anybody else? Anything?
No, this will go with me next week as well.
All right. No problem. Okay, so thank you very much. We will conclude today here. And if anything is there, you can ask us on the WhatsApp. Om Purnamada